What if a few small changes in the way you speak to your child could help build confidence, emotional resilience, and cooperation? Words are powerful things. When chosen carefully, they can heal emotional wounds, uplift discouraged spirits, and inspire large groups of people to take difficult or even brave actions. Think about the real-world impact of such iconic phrases as, "I have a dream," or, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself." A simple phrase can either help a child feel safe, capable, and understood, or ashamed, anxious, and discouraged. And often, the difference comes down to tiny shifts in wording. Today, we're going through 5 powerful parenting phrases that can help children build confidence, regulate emotions, handle mistakes, and become more resilient over time. These aren't complicated or drastic changes to normal, everyday speech. In fact, they're relatively simple replacements for routine phrases that many of us were raised on. Let's take a closer look. Number 1. Turn fear into courage. When a child appears to be frightened, instead of saying, "Don't be scared," try saying, "It's okay to feel scared, you can be brave, and I'm right here with you." Fear is normal, but when children hear, "Don't be scared," they can start to believe fear itself is bad or wrong. Instead, acknowledging fear while encouraging bravery teaches something much healthier. You show them that courage and fear can exist at the same time inside of them. By using this kind of phrasing, you also send a powerful message: you don't have to face your fear alone. This builds emotional resilience because it teaches kids how to process fear in a healthy and productive way, rather than viewing fear or other emotions as a personal weakness or avoiding them altogether. Number 2. Create space for big feelings. When a child seems upset and starts to sniffle and sob, instead of saying, "Stop crying, you're fine," try saying, "I can see that you're upset. Take your time. I'm here when you're ready to talk." Children cry because they're overwhelmed, frustrated, sad, or emotionally overloaded. By simply telling them to stop without any additional explanation, we might accidentally send the message that their feelings are wrong or inconvenient. But saying, "I see you're upset," shows empathy instead of dismissal. And giving children space to calm down teaches emotional regulation far better than shame or punishment ever will. Using this phrasing with kids when the tears start to flow will build trust and give your child the emotional tools they need to calm down on their own terms, knowing they have your support. As parents, we can still guide behavior while validating feelings. Feelings are always allowed. How and where we express them is coached. Sometimes that simply means calmly helping a child slow down, take a breath, and move to a quieter space before solving the problem together. Over time, this builds trust, emotional security, and healthier coping skills. Number 3. Praise effort over outcomes. When a child gets a well-earned victory, like an A+ on a test or top marks on a school project, instead of saying, "Good job, you're so smart," try saying, "You really worked hard on that. I love the strategy you used." Compliments about intelligence feel nice, but they don't really help a child understand what led to their success. What's worse, they can potentially create a new source of pressure. A child who's constantly praised only for being smart may start fearing mistakes because they don't want to lose that identity. By praising their effort and problem-solving skills, you help your child make the mental connection between hard work and desirable results. This also encourages what psychologists call a growth mindset, the belief that abilities improve through practice, effort, and learning. That's a lesson that goes far beyond schoolwork and will stick with them for their whole lives. Number 4. Turn mistakes into learning opportunities. When a child makes an error, instead of saying, "That's wrong, you made a mistake," try saying, "You're not quite there yet. Let's figure this problem out together. What do you think we could try differently?" Put simply, mistakes are how kids learn valuable lessons. But when mistakes are corrected harshly or dismissively, children can become afraid of getting things wrong. Over time, that fear can reduce curiosity and make children avoid challenges altogether. This is one of the most important areas where careful phrasing matters. By using phrases like "not quite there," you're keeping the door open. You're saying, "You're on your way, let's keep going." Asking, "What could we try differently?" encourages problem solving and shows that mistakes are just part of the learning journey. You're teaching them that mistakes are not failures, they're part of learning. Number 5. Inspire action through pride, not fear. When looking to motivate a child to do something they don't want to, instead of saying, "You'll get in trouble if you don't do this," try saying, "Think about how proud you'll feel when you finish this. Let's do it together and find out." Fear of consequences is a parental move as old as time itself. Fear may create short-term obedience, but it usually doesn't build lasting internal motivation. It's a parenting style that can have, unfortunately, dire consequences. Children who are motivated only by punishment often struggle to develop self-motivation later on in life. Instead, when a child is reticent about doing something, guide them to imagine a positive outcome, whether it's the pride of finishing their homework and going to school the next day with a feeling of accomplishment, or relishing the tidy order of cleaning their own room, and in the process finding a favorite toy they thought they had lost, paints a picture of the good feelings that come after the task has been completed. That way, you're teaching your child to act out of excitement and pride, not pressure or fear. As parents, the words we use every day matter more than we often realize. Why not try one of these phrases this week? Watch how your child responds. You might be surprised at how such a simple shift in language can encourage confidence, resilience, and cooperation in your kids. Michael Amin is the founder of the nonprofit Maximum Difference Foundation. The goal of the Maximum Difference Foundation, or MDF, is through advertising and public relations to motivate parents to learn the art and science of good parenting by reading related books and articles, watching videos, attending seminars, and if needed, consulting a child therapist. This video is based on the knowledge and research compiled by MDF and Michael Amin. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing, liking the video, and sharing it with someone who may benefit from it. And let us know in the comments, which of these parenting phrases stood out to you the most? We appreciate you joining us on this journey. Take care, and see you in the next video.